You're watching The Verdict with Judge Hatchett. Terry Jones is suing Carl Hampton in the amount of $4,300. Mr. Jones claims Mr. Hampton recommended a worker to remove dangerous black mold from his bathroom and says the defendant should pay since the job was not finished.
Oh, I understand that this is a dispute about a job that involved some remodeling, and that was triggered because of a mold, of you discovering mold. I read in the complaint also that that you were particularly concerned because you have a child who has some issues with allergies.
Yes, Your Honor. My child is a 4-year-old son named Joey. He has seasonal allergy, so any mold can be a serious threat to his breathing.
All right, so tell me what happened. And you are suing Carl for some $4,300.
That's correct.
Tell me what happened. Tell me about the relationship, and I particularly want to know how you all connected.
This whole situation started when I was shaving. I started noticing a smell. It kept getting persistently worse over the next few days. And I went to check in the caulking, noticed mold, tore some of the caulking off, and noticed extensive mold damage in the bathroom under the tiles. First person I thought of was Mr. Hampton. He had done 2 previous home construction jobs for me before, did a great job. Gave him a call. He said he'd come over and take a look at the damage, which he did the next day.
All right. I guess there was some urgency about this given the fact that he has a 4-year-old child.
Yes.
And the exposure. And I am hypersensitive to this because I have significant allergies, and including mold.
Yes.
And I have children who have allergies, so I get it. So the responsible thing is that he calls you. He has been complimentary of you, that you've worked for him before, and things have gone extremely well.
Yes.
So of course he's going to call you.
Yes, he did.
And you responded, and what happened?
I went over to look, and it was definitely mold. So, I wanted to solve this for him. I would have loved to have done it myself, but I wasn't able to. I had this big job to do, but I recommended a guy who's like the tile guy.
Okay, so you recommended somebody who's a tile guy. There are pictures, though, I understand, of what was going on with the mold issue so that I can have a better understanding of, when Carl responded, what you found, what you were looking at, all right? Oh, my. I mean, we are really, this is oh, goodness. So now you say, listen, I'm busy. I would be happy to do this, but I know someone who's an excellent tile person. So what happens from that point?
Okay, from that point, he agreed to it, that we would, that I recommended Ernie. His name was Ernie.
Ernie?
Yes. And
so initially you came over to my house, though, to estimate the damage.
That's true.
And we had a conversation. We both agreed upon
agreed upon that. And we believed that it would be about $1,000. And all of that would have to be repaired because it's mold. It went deep, into that whole area.
So even though you've torn out this part to expose it, we really don't know what else is underneath the tile.
Exactly.
And if you have that much in that area, it is very likely that the mold is even more extensive.
Correct.
Right? That's what we're looking at.
Correct.
That's correct.
Then Ernie went over and started work. So
the estimate was 1,000.
The estimate was 1,000.
And so we're talking about taking all the tile out right there around the bathtub?
Yes. Okay. And it was a good estimate because he was a customer before. I always want to be fair. And I've done, I don't know, hundreds of those probably over the 24 years.
I was going to say, that seems like a very reasonable estimate.
Yeah.
I mean, you would agree, Terry, that $1,000?
It's something we both agreed upon. Mr. Hampton, he said it was a cut and dry. He's done it, like he said, he's done it a whole bunch of times. $1,000 shouldn't take more than 3 days. So we set it out for 3 days and scheduled it.
How did this all go south and off the rails?
Well, we were. Ernie, after that day, he came back and looked at it and said, "What have you done here?" But in the meantime, because he wasn't satisfied with that, the start of the work, in the meantime, Ernie was taken off the streets by ICE. I had we had a mutual friend that said that's what happened to him.
Coming up on The Verdict with Judge Hatchett.
The progress is nowhere near where I expected it to be for the first day of work.
It wasn't complete.
And it looked worse. There's more cracks on the tile there.
Yeah.
It looks like it spread and just looks like nothing was accomplished, but it got worse.
You're watching The Verdict with Judge Hatchett. The Verdict with Judge Hatchett is back with the case of Terry Jones, who is suing Carl Hampton for property damage.
Ernie wasn't able to finish the job for him. So, it's my reputation too on the line, but again, no contract was ever signed.
So Ernie left with the money? I mean, obviously it was involuntarily because we're saying that he was picked up by ICE.
Yes.
But had he been paid?
I paid him. He took the money. He took digital wire to me, and then I paid Ernie in cash.
Okay.
Because
so you wire Carl the money.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Right. And how much did you wire him?
$1,000.
$1,000.
Which was understood he was going to deliver that to Ernie.
And then you, in turn, delivered that to Ernie.
And that's when he started working.
He started working, but he was not able to finish the work.
Right.
Because we
Correct.
really believe that he was detained by ICE.
Yes.
So now what happens?
Now, he called, well.
I get on the phone right away with you. First person I call. I said, first of all, it seems like the guy you recommended just walked off the job because I get home from work. The progress is nowhere near where I expected it to be for the first day of work.
It wasn't complete.
And it looked worse. There's more cracks on the tile there.
Yeah.
It looks like it spread and just looks like nothing was accomplished, but it got worse. So I called.
It was going to get a lot worse than that too, because he was going to have to do the whole wall.
But I'm trying to understand how we got from $1,000 that you paid him, who in turn paid Ernie, to $4,300.
Okay, I can explain that.
Please.
Okay. Being that it's unsafe, for the first day, I got a hotel, right? Me and my son got out of there, got a hotel. It's not safe to breathe, right? I got on the phone with the nearest contractor I could. I needed to move fast.
He got angry.
So I got another contractor. I gave him a chance. He didn't come through.
He got angry.
Well, wait a minute.
I did get angry.
But he couldn't come through because he had a project that he told you he had.
And I can't get a hold of Ernie.
And you can't find Ernie. But so how did it jump from $1,000 to now you're suing Carl for $4,300?
The new contractor that came in said this job was severely under.
That's
underbid.
completely ridiculous.
He said
24 years I've been doing this.
He said Ernie caused more damage on the surrounding tiles.
But you had to take the tiles down anyway, though.
He had to be taken down. The
fact that they're cracked is irrelevant because you're going to have to take all the tiles down anyway.
Exactly.
Yes?
These are not just standard. You can't get these anywhere. These tiles.
They're Art
These
Deco.
are Art Deco tiles. They're a little bit more pricey.
But you're going to have to take them down, though. Whether the new contractor or whether Ernie took them down.
Your Honor, from the discussion we had, I didn't think we were going to have to take the entire wall down.
Oh, you didn't?
I thought there was going to be about a half section of the wall.
Come on, talk to me, Carl. What was going to happen?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's mold. Mold goes through everything. It can go. It can be. They could probably breathe it in the kitchen. So of course it has to all be taken down. And the estimate I gave you, as I said, was a very fair estimate. And again, I never swung the hammer, so I don't have a signed contract from you. And yet you're bringing me to court to ruin my reputation? It makes no sense. You should be suing the guy who overpriced that job, and then maybe you should sue ICE for taking Ernie off the street.
Still made off with $1,000 either way. I had to do the job, and I had to do it.
I agree,
you understand
and
my
I
son?
cared about your son too.
There's no question that we needed to have a solution to this. We have a young child who is allergic, and mold can be very dangerous. But Mr. Jones, I am not going to require Mr. Hampton in this situation under these facts to pay $4,300. I am going to hold him responsible, though, because technically, Mr. Hampton, you were the contractor and Ernie was the sub. That you took the money from him, you know, and I know why you did it, because you needed to do it quickly, but the law says that you were paid. Then you paid a subcontractor who was Ernie, and it's very unfortunate that he was not able to finish the job.
Yeah.
And the law requires me to hold you responsible for that $1,000. And so for that reason, I am going to enter judgment for the plaintiff, Mr. Hampton, in this case for Mr. Jones in the amount of $1,000 because of the nature and the payment. If he had paid Ernie based on your recommendation, I would say it's unfortunate, no worries. I hope you understand my ruling. Stand adjourned.
All rise.
Judge Hatchett has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $1,000.
Any final words or comments for each other?
I'm just disappointed.
I'm just glad this is over.